blood would be in Denise's house? That's what we're trying to figure out.
Well, I'm not sure.
This is 13-year-old Levi Cart. For the past several minutes, he had been sitting across from detectives, casually brushing aside every single piece of evidence that placed him at the scene of a brutal murder of a 64-year-old woman.
Mom was like, she probably just, had, like an accident or she fell over. And I was like, hopefully. And I was like, yeah. And literally falling. And I fell and, hit my head on the shower hose.
Where'd you hit it at?
I think, around here. Right here.
Ooh.
So, I don't know.
Does that cause you to bleed more?
Yes. Yes.
But no matter how calm he tried to appear, the walls were closing in, and everything he'd worked so hard to deny was about to catch up with him.
There's only one person here that knows, and that's you.
How do you know that?
Because there's no other way that part of you can be in that house.
On February 2nd, 2025, at exactly noon, the Fairfax Police Department received a 911 call.
911, what's the location of your emergency?
3919 Germania.
3919, what was the street name?
Germania in Fairfax.
Germania?
Yes. I think my sister's might have been murdered, and her door was open.
How old is she?
She's 62.
63 years old? Okay.
63, 62, 63. She's got her head covered with a pillow, her legs exposed, and she's been stripped naked, and it might be some blood. I don't know.
Okay.
She did not respond when I yelled at her.
Okay.
I didn't see anything. The door was open a couple inches. She don't leave her door open.
Okay. How long ago she spoke with her?
Yesterday.
Yesterday? Okay. Do you want to try CPR?
No, she is unresponsive, and her head is covered with a pillow like they smothered her or something.
Did you see anybody inside, or does she live alone?
No, she lives alone.
The person behind the call was Daryl Tenpenny. He had come over to visit his sister, a 64-year-old Sheila Tenpenny, who was living at 3919 Germania Street. But when he arrived, he found her lying lifeless on her bed. When officers arrived at the scene, what they discovered was something none of them had prepared for.
Hey, Victor, you got your camera? Get your camera up in front. Huh? Yeah, we'll go ahead and get it out. We'll do some confirmation stuff here.
Is this confirmed?
Hey,
I don't know.
we believe this has been rape and murder, so camera on.
It's always been on since I hit my lights.
Hold. Rigor.
Just try to touch as least as you guys can. Do what you guys got to do.
Yeah, no. All right, so you got blood. Did he cover her up?
I don't know. The dispatch said that he found her with a pillow over top of her. I don't know about.
Sheila had been found with a pillow placed over her head in a manner consistent with strangulation. The officers and paramedics on the ground also observed what appeared to be blood on her bed, and a tablet resting nearby showed visible blood splatter across its surface.
Peroxide and cleaning chemicals? That's different. A lot of cleaning chemicals.
Pepto-Bismol.
She drank it?
I don't know.
Well, let me go. You want the monitor?
We have rigor.
Okay.
As long as you guys are comfortable, we'll do this as a group thing here, okay?
Yeah, whatever you.
I don't know that that's going to be necessary. I mean, the coroner's office might want confirmation. I don't. Probably. It's not going to hurt anything. We've got 4. We can do limb leads and. It's,
John 11, I'm clear.
I don't know. Let's let them do all of that. But we have blood.
Yeah.
And that's an iPad. I don't know if there's a note or.
All right, I'm gonna call.
I mean, if she poured a bunch of chemicals on her pillow and did that herself, or I don't.
Okay.
What is that? But that was probably up here.
All right.
So look at the board. Yeah, you might want.
Alright, yeah.
We're gonna leave this to you guys. We're gonna do. We're gonna confirm. I mean, we have rigor,
Right.
so. But we're just gonna put our leads on the lens, confirm it,
Okay.
print it. We'll give you a copy of that.
No more people here.
No, yeah, as least
Yeah,
as possible.
I don't. Yeah, let's pull it because I don't want to put anything down.
Yep.
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
I stepped right there and right here, and that's it.
Right.
I touched here.
Right. I am live right now. I've seen a DOA, so just just a little suspicious, kind of odd. So I called Day a couple times, but no answer. But I just want to let somebody know here.
But what made Sheila's death even more disturbing was what surrounded her. Around her bed, investigators found traces of a cleaning agent. And at that moment, it was unclear whether that was simply where she stored it or whether someone had deliberately used it to clean up after themselves. Either way, one thing the officers on the ground understood with certainty was that something did not add up. And the condition of the house pointed heavily toward foul play. As detectives began speaking with her brother, Daryl, they started to piece together a picture that suggested whoever had murdered Sheila had not acted on impulse. This was someone who knew her well and had been watching her.
I sent her a message on her phone. I said, I'm outside. And I went up and put the air pump on the truck, and I walked around, and I opened the door. I started to knock on the door like that, and the door opened.
Okay.
She didn't answer, so I pushed the door open.
Daryl had known his sister for decades, and of all the family members, he was the one closest to her. He told detectives that it was completely out of character for Sheila to leave her front door open. Over the years, she'd never once left it unlocked. And the sight of it opened when he arrived was the first thing that told him that something was terribly wrong. But while detectives were still trying to reconstruct what had happened inside the house, they made another discovery that would prove to be one of the most important pieces of evidence in the entire investigation.
A pillow over her face and some chemical
Hair underneath, blood and hair underneath your finger.
Blood and a sample of human hair had been recovered from underneath Sheila's fingernails. Whoever had murdered her had not walked away from that apartment unscathed. Sheila had fought back, and in doing so, she left a biological record of her killer on her own body. Armed with this discovery, detectives began canvassing the neighborhood, speaking with residents and checking for any surveillance footage that might have captured something useful. The majority of neighbors reported that their cameras were either non-functional or hadn't captured any suspicious movement in the area. With no meaningful leads coming from the neighborhood sweep, detectives turned their attention to the family.
You guys can go through that. Okay, I appreciate that.
Well, it's because I was using it when I lived out in Texas.
Walmart Plus?
Yeah.
Is that like a discount card?
It's
I messaged her at 7:06.
No response.
No response, and then I messaged again at 8:45.
And when was the last time you messaged her the night before?
8:28.
And she responded.
She sent me that message.
Yeah.
That was our last message.
Yeah. So what do you guys think happened? I don't know. I might have a little bit. I got some thoughts. Did you show up here? Once you showed up here.
Yeah, it was for me.
No, I don't get it. Donna, what's your thoughts on this?
I don't know. I just can't comprehend it. I can't imagine her opening her door to anybody. This is very routine. Like even when she knew I was coming, I'd have sometimes play on the horn and pound or whatever to get her answer.
According to Sheila's siblings, they had spoken with her the day before she was murdered. And based on the timeline detectives were building, whoever was responsible had likely struck during the early hours of the morning.
She'll send me a message and she'll have lunch. Question mark, want to know if I want to go to lunch. And I usually say yes. And I didn't get that.
Daryl told detectives that he'd shared a meal with Sheila the day before she was found dead. When asked whether he'd noticed anything unusual around her or any signs that she was being followed or watched, he said no.
And if you look, I sent her a message a little after 11. I said, "Are you skipping?"
Yes, I see it.
And I didn't get a response, which is a little odd. Then I tried calling her and I didn't get a response. And I thought maybe she forgot her phone. I hope she didn't fall or anything like that. And I need to go to her house and see what's going on. Well, when I seen her car there, I knew she didn't go anywhere because I thought, well, maybe she took off and went shopping without her phone. She's done that before. Mm-hmm. And that's why she's not answering.
Despite the unnerving circumstances surrounding Sheila's death, detectives knew they had a strong forensic lead in the blood and hair collected from her fingernails, and those samples were immediately submitted for DNA analysis. While they waited for the results, the Fairfax Police Department issued a public appeal, asking anyone with information about Sheila's death to come forward. The response, while limited, did produce a few leads worth examining. The first came from a man named Hunter, who told detectives that between 9 and 9:10 p.m. on the night leading up to Sheila's death, he had observed a subject running through the 6300 block of Wooster Pike in the direction of Marymount, dressed in an all-black Adidas tracksuit. The distance between where Hunter saw the figure and the apartment where Sheila was killed was not significant, but after a thorough investigation, detectives ruled it as unrelated. A second lead came from a neighbor named Bobby, who told detectives that a friend of his had confided in him that she had been raped years earlier by a man living near the neighborhood where Sheila was found dead. Detectives followed up on that information and visited the individual, but after observing no scratches on his hands, arms, or neck, they ruled him out as well. As the days passed without a viable suspect, detectives were exhausting every available resource, acutely aware that if this killer had done it once, nothing was stopping him from doing it again. That urgency was answered when the DNA results came back. Investigators began collecting samples from individuals in the surrounding area and running matches against what had been recovered from Sheila's body. That was when they got a hit. A 13-year-old boy named Levi Cart, who lived in close proximity to the apartment where Sheila had been found murdered. Immediately, detectives moved quickly to pay Levi and his family a visit.
We need to go over some things in the neighborhood with you, man. We could go back and get so we don't have to sit down.
Yeah.
And we got some pictures I want to show you, and I'll show you and your sons. And there's a bunch of stuff we want to talk to you about. So, all right, you guys good?
Are we under suspicion for something?
Right. We just want to talk to you. I think you guys can help us clear a lot of things up around here. So,
Okay.
all right. All right, let's go.
You can come with me.
We just ran out
Right up here,
of
right.
Sorry.
Who wants to carry on? You can bring it with you.
Yeah, bring it with you.
You can carry it? Okay.
Yeah, bring it with you.
Let's go.
Just one in that car right there. Yeah, that one right there. Hey, John. And he'll ride with you. Oh, okay, that'll work. Before we get out, just got to make sure there's nothing on you. It's going to stick me, poke me, cut me. Actually, if you want to step over there to him right there, step right over here.
Nothing in my pocket.
Yeah.
That one actually.
Now turn this way a little bit. Awesome. All right, you can just have a seat right there for me. All right, do have to put this on you for the whole 3 blocks we're driving.
We'll book you in. How's that?
What's that?
Try taking the both in the same car?
Yeah, BCI said go ahead and put those 2 in the same car.
When you get back, you take them into the front doors. Take one. They'll tell you which one they want, and then one's going to go in the back room, in the caucus room. But don't pull around back, because that's where the VCI counsel van is. Okay? All right, buckled in.
Yep, cool.
Once they reached the police department, the siblings were separated, and detectives directed their full focus toward Levi. Even as he settled into the interrogation room, his demeanor carried a casualness, as though the weight of the situation hadn't reached him yet.
They brought a fork.
Got the napkins and everything, or you?
No, yeah, I need some napkins. I'll grab some for you in a sec. Certainly need to eat though.
Yeah. So you go by Lewis. What's your full real name?
Levi Jackson Carr.
Levi Jackson Carr. Levi, but you go by Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
So you want me to call you Lewis?
Whatever you want.
Okay, that's cool. Hey, Lewis, I got to read you a form because we're at a police station, okay? And I have to ask you some important questions.
Okay.
All right? So you follow along with me, just kind of give the food a break for a sec.
Okay.
I know you're hungry, I'm sorry.
I'm very hungry.
I know, but this won't take long. So these are your, I speak with a little bit of a East Coast accent, so you guys are moving out of the state, I heard?
Mm-hmm.
Where you going? Yep. Take your time.
Got my mouth full.
I was gonna say, take a drink. All right, you ready? All right.
Yeah.
So you're moving out of state to California?
Yeah, so the plan is to move to California. I think it's Long Beach.
Long Beach, cool. Is your mom and dad divorced?
Yes.
Okay. What's your dad do for a living?
I think he's like he manages an office building, I think.
Does he? Okay.
It's a whole complicated thing, but.
I don't know. Okay. Does he live in Kentucky?
Yes.
Okay. You see him a lot though?
More recently.
More recently? How long has your mom and dad been divorced?
I'm not sure.
How old were you?
A year?
You were a year old? Oh, so it's been a while.
I'm not sure. Maybe 2.
How old are you now?
I'm 13.
And how far did you go in school before you became homeschooled?
2019, I think.
Did you go to Marymount?
Yeah, because my mom was worried about
COVID?
yeah.
Okay. All right, so listen, Louis, I want to talk to you about, the weekend this thing happened, okay?
Was it the weekend?
Yeah, it was the weekend of February, so not this past weekend, but the weekend before that.
Okay.
Okay? So tell me what you did on Friday. Not this past Friday, but
last Friday.
Yeah, last Friday.
So last Friday, we went to my dad's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. And we just hung out for a while at a restaurant.
With your dad? You and Hunter?
And my mom.
Okay. Was it in Kentucky or up here?
It was probably in Ohio.
Okay, go ahead.
And, well, I guess most of the day before that day, before the dinner, I guess, was just, like, pretty normal. I'm not sure what time I woke up, but I don't know, I took a shower, wanted to be ready for the dinner, and I got dressed.
Okay.
Like, nice clothes, so.
Okay.
And then after we went to the dinner, and I took some photos with my camera, so I got them for Christmas.
Okay.
And
Do you have a phone?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Apple phone or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we just hung out for a while, and then I don't know, I went to bed. I went home and then I went to sleep.
On Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you woke up Saturday, and what'd you do?
I don't know, I went and did some homework, just because I didn't do any on Friday because I had spent most of the day at a birthday dinner.
All right.
It was early, but yeah, so I went and did some homework, and then after I did some homework, I think around like 2:53, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Sometime in the afternoon, I went.
Did you do homework with your mom, like because you're homeschooled? Did your mom teach you?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Usually I do it by myself.
Okay. What kind of homework were you doing?
Math, some history, trying to learn some new things in English.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I've been having some more problems with like math and stuff.
Right. What kind of math is it?
I don't know how to describe it. It's like trying to measure things, like how long this would be at this.
The geometry?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Shapes and.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, after I did some homework, my dad picked me up, and we went and did some geocaching, like we had planned to do.
What?
Geocaching.
What's that?
It's like, how do I explain it? Like, people give you clues to do things. Have you heard of it?
I haven't. I'm curious.
People give you clues, like, on the internet to do things.
It's clear that Levi's working hard to account for his movements on the night leading up to the murder. But what Levi said next would begin to dismantle everything he'd been trying to hold together.
10:30, maybe?
All right.
11.
Where do you sleep?
I sleep, well, I used to sleep. In the living room. Kind of a weird situation. But basically, yeah, I used to sleep in the living room, and then the couch is like over here. So yeah, I used to sleep in the living room, and then yeah, they moved the house around. But I'll continue explaining.
Yep, go ahead.
So we all went to sleep, and then honestly, it seemed pretty normal. None of us really like woke up for a couple hours. Neither of them did. And then I think, I don't know, like, kind of that the day after that is kind of like jingled in my head because it was a lot of waking up really early. But I don't know, being at like 2:30 maybe.
In the morning?
Yeah, 2:30 in the morning or 2. I'm not sure. In that time area, my cat had randomly woke me up with all the lights off, like sitting on my neck. And to give some context to why that is, we, as you know, we're trying to move, right? Cats get weird, if you know that, when you're trying to move. And we had just moved his like play set. So that was like, he probably thought.
So you're laying in the front?
Yes.
And the cat?
Yeah.
And the cat's curled up in your neck?
No, he was just like laying there. He wasn't curled up. He was like laying this way.
Like long ways. Long ways?
That's how it felt.
Does he always sleep with you, the cat?
No.
No?
I mean, I guess another thing is, I guess supposedly now I'm realizing because it was the weekend, maybe even he woke up or he was up and he got freaked out because he heard a sound.
Mm-hmm.
That none of us did. And then he went and got on me. I mean, he sleeps with my mom sometimes or my brother, not really with me.
Right.
Yeah, he just, like, he woke me up, felt like he was, like, right here. Well, you just, so I was like, you know, I woke up and I was like, what's going on? I was freaked out because I felt something on me.
Mm-hmm.
And I have had sleep paralysis before, so it was kind of freaky. And then I, like, tried to touch him, and he got obviously scared. He was like, what's going on? Probably. So he started scratching at me. He started scratching my face, and first he started scratching, like, my arms, because I was, like, trying to, like, get him off of me, because I didn't know what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So he, like, scratched my face. Couldn't really see it. You can't see it anymore, but yeah, he, like, scratched my face. You can see this here. And then he scratched, I think, his biggest claw, which we've been knowing we needed to cut them for a while, a long time.
At this point, it was evident to detectives exactly what Levi was attempting to do. Knowing that investigators had established the victim had fought back before she died, Levi was constructing an alternative explanation for the scratches visible on his face, trying to distance himself from the only physical evidence that connected him to her final moments.
He, like, scratched me on my nose, like, right here, really, really hard, because we both extremely spooked each other. So I kind of got up, like, a minute, or, I don't know, sometime after, and I felt very bloody, obviously. There was a lot of scratches on me. And then I just spent, like, I don't know, like, 3 hours maybe, or a long time, trying to, like, fix myself up. Again, to give more context, fixing myself up, the reason why I didn't, like, help or ask my mom or my brother or wake them up is because we were literally just about to do photos that day.
Like family photos?
For the house.
Oh, for the house.
Yeah.
I see. So solid. Right.
Yes.
I got you.
So I was like, I don't want to be, you know, this kid that's constantly waking people up or being, like, an annoyance when they're trying to sleep. So I just tried to clean myself up the best I could. Like, I tried to, like, clean up my face and he also scratched my neck, missed that part, a little bit to get the blood off. And then I decided to take a shower because I was like, it's probably the best thing I'm going to do. So I took a shower, and I spent, like, I guess, like, 3 minutes in there, a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to see what's, like, going on, and, like, how to explain it. The shower sprayer it's, like, reflective. So I was trying to see what was going on, and I was like, okay, well, holy shit, this really is bad. It's like, I kind of close, and I was like, this looks pretty bad. It's not all the way through, but this cut is, like, immensely, probably.
So from about 2:30 to how long? About 3 hours you're trying to clean up?
Yes. Trying to clean up.
What do you wear to bed? What were you wearing?
I don't wear anything to bed.
Nude? Okay.
Usually wear socks.
Okay.
So, yeah, kind of unusual, but...
I mean, what, do you sleep on sheets or the bed?
Yeah. I sleep on sheets, but, yeah, I sleep on the bed.
Right. Was there...
There wasn't a lot of blood on the bed, honestly.
Where'd you bleed most?
Most of the blood went to my shirt that was on my bed, because it was, like, a lot of it was on my face. I usually put a shirt under my pillow.
Right.
So, again, returning back, after I got out of the shower, I was like, okay, because I don't want to wake up Mom and, whatever, I tried to, like, I don't know, I got got a cotton thing or something, and I tried to clean my nose up a little bit more.
Do you use gloves? Like,
No.
No?
No, just my hands, and ugh, hiccups. So as I was, my nose kept bleeding.
So it wouldn't stop.
Yeah, it wouldn't stop. So I used the shirt that was already super sweaty, kind of wrapped it up, and then I guess.
Were your scratches bleeding too?
A little bit.
Okay.
And fuck, sorry. You started talking, it made me forget.
No, go.
Sorry. So as I was in the shower, and as I was in the shower, I ended up usually because of my disability as well, I use like a shower chair.
Levi is growing visibly uneasy as the inconsistencies in his stories become harder to conceal. It seemed as though he had rehearsed a version of events in preparation for this exact moment, mapping out exactly what he would say if investigators ever came for him. But what he hadn't accounted for was how thoroughly detectives were prepared to dismantle it.
Long without getting like super fatigued and falling or just like walking around for too long.
Right.
And so I didn't use the shower chair because I didn't want to make a bunch of noise and make anybody up.
Right.
So I ended up literally falling, and I fell and like hit my head on the shower hose.
Where'd you hit it at?
I think like around here, like right here.
Jeez.
So I don't know.
Does that cause you to bleed more?
Yes. Yes. So I was like, Jesus Christ, are you kidding me right now? I don't need to fall. And then, I was just like, okay. So I tried to clean my face up a little bit more to try and get the blood out.
Sure.
Or off of my face, and try and stop the bleeding. I guess it was a bad idea, but like trying to make it so it would stop bleeding by just like trying to get as much blood as I could possible out. Seems like a pretty bad idea.
So this is all the wee hours of the morning.
Yeah,
right?
this is
So
like,
Sunday morning.
and I'm completely exhausted because I got like 4 hours of sleep maybe, I don't know, 4, 5, and I stood in the shower, which makes me extremely exhausted.
Strangely enough, all these was happening the same morning Sheila was murdered, when detectives asked Levi how he felt about learning that his neighbor had been killed. What he said showed a sign of emotional trauma.
Doing something that was like, were you acting out or crying or?
Yeah, I was crying very hard than I ever have before. Even before the ambulances showed up, and then I just felt even worse because Mom had said that something had happened to Denise, our neighbor, right in front of us, and I started feeling even worse, just to the fact that the same night that something happened, or something like that had happened, that I had an injury of my own.
But you didn't know what was wrong with Denise.
Yeah,
right?
I just thought that it's just crazy it was crazy in my mind, and I started assuming, like what had happened, because that's...
What did you think happened?
I don't know, I just thought that...
You thought it was coincidental?
I thought that... I didn't think it was coincidental, I was just like, I was jumping to conclusions, Mom was like, she probably just, had, like an accident, or she fell over, and I was like, hopefully, and I was like, yeah, and even this right now is honestly starting to make me feel kind of emotionally triggered.
Right. Well,
but,
I don't want you to relive something.
Yeah, it's, so it made me feel really gross that something else had happened, and I was already in an emotionally triggered state, so, I kind of felt like really sick to my stomach, and I felt really gross to have to think about, if something had happened to somebody right next to me, or the house right in front of me, and it made me feel really sad, and I started crying even worse. And hundreds.
Detectives formed a clear read that the emotion Levi displayed when he heard of Sheila's death wasn't grief for a neighbor. It was the guilt of someone confronting the full weight of what he'd done. The detectives would leave the interrogation room for some minutes. When they returned, they confronted him with the DNA evidence.
You know what DNA is? You ever heard of it?
I've heard of it.
Okay. So we're trying to figure out, and I want you to help me explain this, okay, why your blood would be in Denise's house. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Well, I'm not sure. Because, I don't know, like, how is it my blood? Like,
That's what we're trying to find out.
because I don't know why it would be in my house.
It's
I mean,
not
in
in-
her house.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out. That's why we're even here right now.
Oh.
Remember we got those swabs from you?
Mhm.
Well, we compared that to the blood in the house, and it's not only her blood, it's your blood mixed in with it
Wow.
through DNA testing.
How does that work?
Well, everybody's DNA is unique.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody has different DNA. Everybody. It's unique to one person.
Everybody's unique.
And that's like fingerprints. Nobody has the same fingerprints in the whole world.
Even brothers.
Even brothers. So I'm just trying to figure out. So I want an explanation. I'm trying to figure out myself after sitting here talking to you. You just seem like just a young man.
I mean, I'm a young boy.
Yeah, I know. So I'm just trying
I'm barely a
to.
teenager.
Sometimes young boys make mistakes. But
I mean, everybody makes mistakes.
I agree.
We both agree.
I've made 100 of them. Thousands of them. I'm sure Steve's made thousands of them too. So I'm just trying to figure out why that would be that way. I think something happened, and I think you don't want to tell me, and I just want to know what happened. I don't think it was done like maliciously. I think something just stupid happened. To be honest with you.
I don't think that murder is stupid, so I don't.
Well, when I mean stupid, I don't think that was the intent.
Oh.
When somebody intends to do something, it's different from if something just happened, bad happens. Like if like a car accident, like if I'm drunk driving and I hit and kill somebody, I didn't mean to do it.
I mean, it's kind of your fault, though.
It is, but I wasn't out. I didn't wake up in the morning to go drive over somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But I shouldn't have been drinking and driving, right? Right? So I'm trying to figure out why your blood is mixed in with her blood in her house. That's what I'm trying to figure out. And I just need an explanation.
I don't have an explanation for you. I don't know why it would be in her house.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't know what explanation I could give you or even come up with that would be equivalent to how that would happen.
Well, I don't know how it happened. There's only one person here that knows, and that's you.
How do you know that?
Because there's no other way that part of you can be in that house without you never being in there.
I can agree with that.
Right? So that's why I just need an explanation as to how. I'm just trying to wrap my brain around it. You know?
Well, I'd have to wrap my brain around it first.
Yeah, we need to wrap her around together.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Can you help me with that?
I can, if you help me. I can help you if you help me.
How do I help you?
By telling me the truth.
I told you the truth, though.
I don't think you're telling me all the truth.
What? But I'm not lying.
Well, I think you're about how you got hurt.
What?
I think you're lying about how you got hurt. That's my opinion.
But why would I do that?
Well, usually people don't tell the truth because they don't want to get in trouble. And I've been doing this a long time, and I understand why people
What
do
do you
that.
do to get in trouble?
What's that?
I said, what did you do to get in trouble?
Me? In my life? All kinds of stuff. Not listening to my parents, sneaking out.
I mean, that's not...
Sneaking out at night, drinking underage, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, wow.
You know, I did all kinds of stuff. We do stuff as young people.
Mm-hmm.
We just, and then when you get older, you kind of, sometimes you grow out of it. Sometimes.
Sometimes people don't grow out.
I'll agree with you 110%. But I'm just trying to figure this out, Lewis. I'm just trying to figure it out.
So,
I mean, could you have been over there and don't remember?
I mean, maybe. Same as anybody else. I don't know.
Like, how long have you lived on that street?
8 years.
8 years? Okay. Because your blood is in her house, mixed in with her blood. We call it commingled.
That's a weird word.
Mingle, you know what mingle means?
Like
if we're at a party and we're all hanging out, that's mingling. You know, so when you commingle means trying to figure out what happened early Sunday morning. I think you know. I know you know.
I don't think I know.
Could you not remember?
I mean, everybody does remember things.
I know.
I barely remember my childhood.
Well, that's what I'm asking you. Could you have done something and not remember?
I think everybody can.
Like even something that would happen a couple weeks ago? Possible?
Maybe. Possible. Anything's possible.
I know. I'm just trying to explain it, man. That's all. I just need to explain it.
Thank you for explaining it. Thank you for helping explain it to me. I'm trying to give you the best explanation that I can and come up with ways how we can figure this out.
Right. Me too.
I don't understand it just as much as you. Well, actually, you probably understand it more than me. So.
Well, I want to help you understand it. DNA is basically a testing that we do this day and age in law enforcement. Like if somebody leaves whether they touch something, or whether they get cut or injured and bleed, or whether if it's more of a some other bodily fluid, all our bodily fluids in our body have our DNA, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me turn this down. So
what does DNA stand for then?
Deoxyribonucleic acid. I don't even understand the word. I don't understand the word either, but that's what it stands for. And basically everybody has different, okay? Everybody's different, all right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to know, I'm just trying to find out why, because we swabbed you, and we sent it to our crime laboratory, and we compared it to what we have at Denise's house, and they match. And I am trying to explain it. I can't. I personally can't.
Neither can I. I've already told you that before. I mean, it could be... How does that even... I guess everybody's is unique.
It is. I'm not fibbing.
I just mean, like, because my brother is literally, well, my twin. I just don't know how that would happen to begin with. How my blood would be in her house.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out.
All of us, you know?
Right.
So.
Now, your brother is an identical twin, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, not necessarily identical, but...
Fraternal or identical?
I think fraternal.
Okay. All right. Well, we have your blood in her house, and we're trying to figure out how it got there. That's the bottom line.
Well...
That's the bottom line. I mean,
Did you get my blood from somewhere?
We don't need your blood. We got swabs.
I just mean, like, did somebody put my blood in that house for a reason?
Oh,
like,
I don't know. Would you tell me? Would they? I didn't put your blood there.
I don't have any enemies.
I didn't put your blood there.
I mean, I'm only 13. I don't know why anybody would put my blood in a house, but, I mean, who knows? Is there any more questions you have for me, or like what?
Well, I want to get past this, and we're not getting past it. You don't know, I don't know. So we're not resolving anything.
Well, I'm not sure if we can resolve it if I don't know and you don't know. Does you know?
I mean, listen, I wholeheartedly believe that there's two types of people in this world. You've got monsters, you've got...
For the next 30 minutes, Levi maintained that he had no explanation for why his blood had been found inside Sheila's home. He went so far as to suggest that someone may have collected his blood and deliberately planted it at the crime scene. But while searching their house, detectives came in contact with her mom's personal journal, and they found something that cast a long, troubling shadow over everything they knew about Levi. In her own handwriting, she had written that her son was really into serial killers. That single line said more about the kind of person sitting across from those detectives than anything Levi had offered during hours of questioning.
Hey, you wear a wristwatch? Never? No? Some interesting things, man. We found a box of the same glove that was left at the scene.
Where did you find it?
In your house.
Yeah.
Yep. Thought that you'd be the only one in the world that would have those, but they're the same color and they're unique. So, they're the same color and they're unique. So, but, and what size shoe do you wear?
I think it's
Well, just look at it.
10 and a half.
10 and a half. Hey, let me step up on your head. Pull your hair back. Pull your hair way up. Way up, way up, way up, way up, way up, way up. Keep going. Did you have a hair pulled out? Did you accidentally pull your hair out or something?
I have a balding thing.
Okay.
So it's on the other side too.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to step out again and we're going to take some...
Even without a confession, the physical evidence against Levi was extensive and consistent with every finding from the crime scene. On the left side of his head, investigators observed an area where hair appeared to have been forcibly pulled. There were scratches across his face and neck, and the DNA evidence placed him definitively inside that apartment at the time Sheila was killed. As detectives wrapped up the interrogation, they obtained consent to search Levi's phone, and what they recovered confirmed that they were dealing with someone far more calculating than his age might have suggested. His search history revealed that months before Sheila Tenpenny's murder, Levi had searched online for how to strangle someone and how to identify the perfect victim. In the aftermath of the killing, he had posted on social media the words, "This one was a fighter." He then searched for how to defeat a police interrogation, and the final post he made before his arrest read, "I think I just got caught." With that body of evidence assembled, Levi was formally charged with the murder of Sheila Tenpenny. Before his trial, Levi Cart pleaded guilty to aggravated murder, burglary, and strangulation. Under the terms of his plea deal, he would remain in custody of the Department of Youth Services until the age of 21, with mandatory requirements to complete victim awareness classes, earn his high school diploma, and engage in ongoing cognitive behavioral therapy.